Hey, little Craig. Wait a second. I mean, it just started. The live just started. It hasn't been long, so hopefully we do get some people coming in, though. We need people. Chats need people to be interesting. Otherwise, it's just some lone nut talking to himself. Hey, Becky. Which can be its own type of entertainment, I suppose. Doing my push-ups? Nope. Never. Hey, Uncle Buck. I do exactly no exercise. Exercise is for losers. It's a screw that noise. Hey, Barbara. It's not really Beth. No, I think it's fat. I think my arms are just fat. My arms are fat, and it just, yeah. I'm a fat, flabby fuck. Hey, Beth. Oh, still no release date. Debbie Downer of the chat. Cool, cool. Sounds like fun. Brian Pumper. Don't think so. Pretty sure I haven't. Jigglypuff? Yes, I did hear that. Yeah, she did Jigglypuff, Misty, and Jessie. Jessie, right? I never watched Pokemon myself. So, like, I'm not sure. I don't know if she ever did anything that I would have watched. No. I can understand that, though. It's one of those things where, like, I mean, it was one of those shows that was deeply popular, a hugely popular show. And, former adult film actor who got egged on camera. Okay. Was it Rachel Lillis was the one who just passed on? Yeah, Rachel Lillis. So I'm checking if she did anything that I had ever watched. Apparently, she voiced Utena in the English dub of Revolutionary Girl Utena, which I also haven't watched. Jigglypuff Live Forever in Our Hearts. I haven't watched Revolutionary Girl Utena, but I've heard good things about it. What else? Hey, Nadine. Okay, so I never watched anything she did. Could you sing the Jigglypuff song as a tribute? Hey, Danny. Or Danielle. I don't know this. Actually, that's the one that Batman sang Robin once, right? Jigglypuff, Jigglypuff. I did see that commercial. So I saw people post that. I saw people post that commercial on Twitter before. So, yeah, I can't sing it. Didn't watch Pokemon. No, I never watched it. I'd catch bits and pieces, a few minutes here and there. Like I'd be sort of channel surfing, or like there'd be whatever I was watching was on commercials, so I'd like flip through other channels and catch a couple minutes of Pokemon, of the Pokemans. Hi, Natalie. So, yeah, it just wasn't really. There's never anything that I got into. I did see someone mention earlier about Pokemon. Whenever Team Rocket appeared, they would pose in such a way as to form an R, which is, you know, very cute and funny and clever. Huh. My condolences to all the fans of Pokemon, the Pokemon cartoon. I know there was a lot. I know that show had a lot of fans. So. Apparently, Pixar's CCO, Pete Docter, uh, asked Hayao Miyazaki, hey, just really, yeah, Pixar CEO Peter Docter asked Hayao Miyazaki, when do you make changes for you? And when do you make changes for the audience? With Miyazaki's response being, I never think about the audience. And like, fuck yeah, dude. Like, that's awesome. I mean, that's the best way to do it. Like, he's just a weird dude making weird little films for himself, and that's the way to do it. Forget the audience. Make the movie that you want to make. There will be an audience for it. There are going to be people who are into what you're making. Like, Miyazaki damn well proved that he doesn't need to give a shit about the audience. Like, if any director has proven that he has no need of audience consideration, it's Hayao Miyazaki. The world was a much better place before instant feedback. Eh, that's hard to say. Yeah. I mean, like he's like, I didn't click with Ponyo. Ponyo didn't really click for me, but other than that, like, he's just put out so many amazing, brilliant movies. And Ponyo, why would he? Why would he want to listen to the audience? You have to let the creators create. Yeah. And I mean, there is some, there is some validity to occasionally. Occasionally, getting audience feedback can actually help. There have been times where, you know, test screening was done. The audience was like, I didn't like this, I didn't like this part. And then the filmmakers considered it, changed it, and it genuinely improved the movie. It does happen once in a while. And unfortunately, the bigger the budget a movie has, the more it does need to factor in how is the audience going to feel about this. So the solution might actually be reduce budgets to a certain extent. Like, reducing movie budgets might actually be a really good idea as well. Thoughts on Borderlands flopping? Hi, Anunnaki. I genuinely forgot that Borderlands was even getting a movie because I've never cared about Borderlands. Like, I never played the Borderlands games. Was Borderlands the game where like the people that were like the characters are like vault hunters or something? Or am I mistaking it for a different game? Because if it's a game I'm thinking of, then I do know that it had. Then the main thing I know about it is that the final boss was incredibly disappointing. Also, is Borderlands the game where, or Borderlands 2 or something, that had a bit of DLC that was like a Dungeons and Dragons game? Like a Dungeons and Dragons campaign? Was that Borderlands or Borderlands 2, whatever? Was that one of the Borderlands games that had the Dungeons and Dragons campaign as DLC? Like by a different name, like given a different name, of course, but it's entirely possible I'm mixing it up with a completely different game. Regardless, I don't really care about the Borderlands movie. Half Life or Mass Effect. I never played any of the Half Life games. I was obviously a huge fan of the Mass Effect trilogy. Hey, Beetlejuice. Yeah, I did really love the Mass Effect trilogy. Thought his boyfriend just called and scared the heck out of me for calling so late. Fair enough. No worries though. I will say I do hope that there's never a Mass Effect movie, or like if there is ever a Mass Effect movie, it should be like an original. No, even not even then. I was gonna say an original story set in the Mass Effect universe, but even then, don't bother. Yeah, there's absolutely no need for a Mass Effect movie because it would mean cutting out huge amounts of story and character content. So can't wait for Dune 3. You know what? You want to know a game that would have made for an amazing animated series? Chrono Trigger. Not as a movie, not as live action. Sure as hell not live action. But like a Chrono Trigger animated series. Oh, that would have been fucking incredible. Toy Story 5 or Incredibles 3? Neither. I am excited for neither. And I do think it's a shame that things can't end. What was the first animated series? I have no idea what the first animated series was, Val. I mean, cave drawings, I suppose. Technically, cave drawings would have been the first animated series. Yeah, like, didn't one of the Toy Story films have the central theme of growing up and like letting things end, basically letting like needing like learning how to let go of the past? Something studios are completely fucking incapable of. The new My Little Pony movie. Haven't watched it, yo mama. I haven't watched any My Little Pony stuff since Friendship is Magic ended. I didn't even watch Ponytails, which looked cute, and there's at least one creator on there whose comic book work I had enjoyed. But yeah, I didn't even watch that one. I kept meaning to get around to it, and then I just never did. The Sadie Club? I have not. I don't think I've ever even heard of the Sadie Club. Doesn't ring any bells. Anyway, last night I randomly watched a video on YouTube. This had horses, and you made me think of it because you're talking about ponies. Fair enough. Twilight Sparkle turns evil in the movie. Does she? Wild. Yeah. I suppose it was bound to happen eventually. I think her human version turned evil at one point. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Movie where she turns evil and her friends have to bring her back to herself by reminding her of the magic of friendship. Why not? Hey, gas station sushi. I'm still making my way through season 3 of Clone High. Thoughts on Snorlax? I have no opinion on Snorlax. Live action Lilo and Stitch. So fucking stupid. The magic of friendship. Yep. I mean, that's what the show is about. That's literally, like, it's literally in the title. Friendship is magic. That's literally what the show is about. Is friendship and the magic that it holds. And it was a cute, and it was a super fun show. Anyway, yeah, live action Lilo and Stitch. Why? That's my reaction. Like, why would you do a live action Lilo and Stitch? Why? What is the point of that? Like, why would you do that? It's going to look like shit. A live action Stitch is going to look like shit. Snow White leak trailer. Oh, live action 3. Yeah, just like animated movie. You want to do another you want to make another Lilo and Stitch movie? Make another animated Lilo and Stitch movie. People will see it because people have fond memories of Lilo and Stitch. And, you know, young kids who never watched the original are going to be like, ooh, look, Stitch is cute. Just do another animated Lilo and Stitch movie. Don't try to do some fucking live action or 3D animated or fucking whatever. Anyway, Snow White leak trailer. I haven't watched it, Anunnaki. I don't care about the Snow White movie. I don't care about the live action Snow White. It's way better than that butchered Sonic. Yeah, they had to completely redo Sonic for that one, yeah. I don't know. The constant need for live action adaptations is just baffling. Just watched Pearl and I really liked it. I've heard of Pearl. I don't know anything about it. Crusader Rabbit is considered the first animated television series. Interesting, I guess. CGI the dwarves. You kind of have to. I mean, they could do practical effects, but that takes thinking about it. Just remastering every movie. Yeah, remaking, like, live action remakes of every fucking anime. Fucking lion, like live action Lion King. Live action Beauty and the Beast, where every character looks like fucking junk. Mike Wazowski. The live action Beauty and the Beast might actually be one of the worst examples. Because, like, a key part of the appeal was seeing the faces on these inanimate objects. Seeing these inanimate objects able to, you know, react to things and emote with their faces. The expressions, their expressiveness. But then for the live action remake, most of the time it was hard to even see their actual faces. They look like shit. Don't have the same taste in movies. Yeah. You know, they looked, you know, like Lumiere just looked like a candle holder. It's just, like, what expression is he making? I don't know. He just looks like a regular candle holder. So what is like? I can't see what I couldn't see a space. Not in any of the. I don't think I actually watched the movie itself. So I don't know. Maybe in the movie itself he's more expressive, but like the screenshots I've seen, fucking nothing. You can't see a damn thing in those screenshots. Paw Patrol live action movie. Reno 911. That was a good show back in the day. I don't think there's a need to like bring it back. Like, is there talk of a revival for Reno 911? Because I don't think it's necessary. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, again, let shows, let things end, let things stay in the past. Only thing I want remastered is Naruto Shippuden. Tried Smiling Friends. Reno 311, they all got new jobs. That's definitely an Adult Swim show. Yeah, I never really watched much. I never really watched any Adult Swim shows. Few episodes of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Other than that, I don't think there was any Adult Swim stuff that I watched. I didn't have access to it. So, good night, Val. Neon Joe Werewolf Hunter. Naturally, I haven't. Obviously not, because I never watch anything. Genuinely, the only TV show I watch is Star Trek. I'm still making my way through it. Still on season 6 of Star Trek Voyager. So I'm getting pretty close to the end of that. And Truman Show with Jim Carrey. That was a good movie. It's my favorite movie. My favorite movie is Spirited Away. I just love Ghibli, Studio Ghibli movies in general. Well, Spirited Away is my favorite, and is definitely like a just a gorgeous movie, just phenomenal art direction. I will say I do think that The Tale of the Princess Kaguya might actually be a more gorgeous movie. The Tale of the Princess Kaguya might be the most beautiful movie I have ever watched. Do you want a man? I have not. Yeah, like Spirited Away, just like better like character designs and world design and all that. Hayao Miyazaki is just an absolutely brilliant artist. but the art style for Kaguya. Just absolutely blew me away when I watched it. So I do like Studio Ghibli. Um, Other than that, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of movies that I've enjoyed. I like the Knives Out movies. The Knives Out movies are fun. Don't watch cartoon movies too much. Loved Mary and Max. It's clay animation. I don't think I've ever. I don't think I've ever actually watched a claymation movie. Like, I don't. I don't. I don't think I've ever actually watched a claymation film. Well, I mean, depends. I suppose like Rudolph and Frosty. Like Rudolph would have been. Was Rudolph clay? Actually, was Rudolph claymation? That one might not have been claymation. But whatever. Stop. Like it was stop motion. But I don't. I don't think it. Come to think of it, I don't think it was clay. Yeah, it was puppets. That's right. It was puppets. Why did I think it was clay? So yeah, I don't think I've ever actually watched a claymation movie. Just hasn't happened. Nothing against it. It's not nothing against the style. I've just never gotten. I've just never bothered. Just never watched it. Prejudice against the clays. What it comes down to is I don't really watch a lot of old movies, and most claymation movies are old. There's not a lot of modern movies that still use that. There's a few here and there. Like you'll find like there's a few indie films that still do clay animation. Hey, baby. Because there's filmmakers who grew up on that shit and just really enjoy it and want to do it themselves. So there are still some indie films here and there that use clay animation, but for the most part, movies that use clay animation are old movies, and I don't watch. I've never really been all that interested in old movies. So, yeah, you're in work. My condolences. I was a few minutes late getting out of work today. Only a few minutes, so it wasn't too bad, but still sucked. Hey, Ethan. What? So I was taking live chats and had a live chat come in less than 10 minutes before my shift ended. Live chat came in and they wanted a call back. Like they wanted a call right away. So I had to call them back to help them. Won't go into detail about what they were looking for or anything like that, but luckily it wasn't anything too serious. Like it wasn't anything too big. Hate when the customers demand customer things, right? But anyway, yeah, it wasn't anything too complicated, so I was able to get it solved quickly enough. But it did suck. Hey, Rara. It was annoying being late finishing my shift. That's why I hate being assigned to take live chats at the end of my shift. They're good with computers, but do you ever miss doing physical work like Walmart? First of all, I wouldn't say I'm particularly good at computers. Like honestly, I am not good with computers. Do I miss physical work like Walmart? I'm also not sure I'd describe Walmart as being particularly physical. And the answer is no, I do not miss fucking Walmart. I don't miss being on my feet all day. I don't miss the beep, beep, beep. I don't miss like doing that shit. Type test to see how many words per minute you can type. Not a long time. Like I did one once. The discounts. Not worth working. Oh yay! I got 10% off. That's great because I can't fucking afford anything because I'm part time and not working and not getting that many hours. No. Yeah, I believe I did a typing test back when I was like teenager or early 20s, maybe. Late teens, early 20s, something like that, where I was doing like 60 something. I feel like these days I'd probably be around 40 something only because I fucking I don't know. I just feel like I make a lot of typos. I make a lot of typos out of it. Like, and I like fix them quickly enough, but you're having to constantly like backspace, backspace, backspace. It's just yeah. So yeah, like I can type quickly enough. I just can't type accurately. That's my problem. I'm not an accurate typer. My fingers just kind of miss keys a lot. Like you know, hit two keys at once or something like that. Kind of sucks. Anywho, autocorrect would be a quick typer. I would not trust autocorrect. I would be reluctant to trust it. Plus, I mean, I don't need fucking autocorrect. I can spell things correctly. I might need to correct, like I might need to, use the backspace, but I don't need a computer to tell me how to spell a word. Fuck you, computer. My mom raised me to spell correctly. She raised me to know how to spell. Would I use AI? Fuck AI. Fuck AI. Fuck the people who use it. Fuck the people who are trying to use it to get out of paying people. AI is a fucking scam. Who was that football player? Got in trouble for kneeling during the national anthem. What was his name again? Because he recently decided that he wanted to start getting into comic books, but he didn't want to have to pay artists, so instead he invested in some shitty fucking Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, so he like invested in some shitty fucking AI thing. $4 million invested into this plagiarism machine, just so that he wouldn't have to deal with an artist. And it's like your comics are going to be absolute fucking garbage, Kaepernick. You're like not a single worthwhile comic is gonna come out of that entire fucking company. there will never be a worthwhile AI generated comic. But damn if shitty people who hate artists aren't still gonna try to use it. What is the genre? Who fucking cares? Like literally it doesn't matter what genre the comic is. If it's using algorithmically generated art, it's going to be a shitty comic. He wants to profit. What he wants is to not have to work with an artist. Like $4 million on this. Do you have any idea how much money $4 million would be in the comic book world? Most comic book artists, most professional comic book artists, like the ones who actually make a living off it, they're really only able to make a living off it because they've got a spouse who has a regular job. Like full-time artists are making not much money at all, making barely above poverty wages. And that's the people who are working at Marvel and DC. Hey, Chantel. I was just complaining about AI art being used to rip off artists, specifically comic book artists. Yeah. The artists who are doing work for Marvel and DC are making shit money. So then Colin Kaepernick comes in throwing $4 million around, doesn't give it to a single artist, and that would be like, $100,000 would be damn near life-changing money to any artist. You give $100,000 to an artist, you are going to get the best fucking artwork you've ever seen. The doll back there. This is Cove. This is Cove from the visual novel Our Life, Beginnings and Always. It was a visual novel that we played on the stream over the course of about a year. Cove, yes, Cove, C-O-V-E, exactly, Chantal. He was our boy. He was our boy in that game. Turn the lights out. It's cute. It is cute. Yeah, it's supposed to glow in the dark, but I don't know how well it works. Give me a second. I'm just going to go into this room for dark. Yeah, supposed to be glow in the dark, but it's not. It's really not. It really doesn't glow. What else is there? Not a lot of people right now. Val was here. Vanna wasn't here tonight. Don't think Vanna was here tonight. Indeed, Uncle Buck. Whole different world. Yep. Totally other side of the world. I didn't. Not yet. I'm gonna make myself some rice after the stream. I'll be ending the stream in a few minutes so I can make myself some rice. Chop up half an onion. Chop up half a green pepper. I don't even bother with butter. I do put some sweet and sour sauce on it. Like once I take it out of the, once I have it saute. No. How am I gonna saute? How am I gonna saute them? No, I just toss them right in the rice cooker. They just steam with the rice. Butter is a game changer. Yeah, probably. Do a cooking. Saute in the rice cooker before adding the rice. I mean, maybe, but I'd have to figure out how. Add some butter, then the veggies, then the rice and liquid. Maybe. That sounds like more work. I will consider it at some point, maybe. Some point in the future, but I am pretty lazy. Can of ravioli and a baked potato. That sounds good. Put the setting on cook. Well, yes, I would assume so. Yes. You miss ravioli. I never liked ravioli. Can help if you need. Yeah, the issue with doing a cooking stream, like the issue with doing like a rice cooker cooking stream, there's not really a lot to show. And basically, it's chop up the onion and pepper, rinse the rice. That's it. Did the dishes that's up? Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, like there's like that's basically all there is to it. Chop up the onion and pepper, rinse the rice. That's all the preparation, and then just like put it on the rice cooker. Takes 20 minutes or so. It takes around 20 minutes for it to cook, and then you leave. And then once it finishes cooking, you leave it on for another 15 minutes on warm to finish cooking. After that. So, like, it's just it wouldn't make for a particularly interesting video. Easy. Yeah, I'm lazy. I do the easiest thing. It happened once, Mrs. Auditore. I don't know. I'm weird. I don't think normally. I don't have normal thought processes. Not lazy and depressed. I'm both. I can be lazy and depressed. I'm multitasking. I multitask, damn it. Why am I sorry? Yeah, it's just nice to talk with my friend. Nice to talk with my friend. But I am ready to get my rice cooking, so I am going to end the stream here for tonight. BFF exactly. Best friends forever. Forever and ever. So I'm gonna get going for tonight. I'll be back on Wednesday at some point. I will probably finally go see my mom. I haven't seen my mom in like a month. It's been like a month since I last visited my mom. So hopefully I will see her this week. Yeah, or just you just in time for me to leave. So yeah, hopefully I'll see my mom on Wednesday, and then when I get home from that, I'll come live. So thanks for coming, everybody. And good night, everybody. And I will, Chantel. Dave probably won't be there, but good night.